on the water, stars in the sky. Current so gentle, it barely sighs. Boots on the gravel, hat pulled low, following a river I used to know. I hear the frogs and a lone owl call. Feel the night wrap me like a shawl. Every ripple carries a face and name, every bend a memory, every spark a flame. On this midnight river, I'm drifting slow, searching my heart for the man I know. Every wave a whisper, every stone a sign, guiding my soul on this silver line. I left a girl on a southern shore, promised I'd be back, but I'm not sure. Carried my songs through city lights, but I missed the river and these quiet nights. Now my reflection stares back at me, older eyes, but the same wild plea. I sing to the water, soft and low, hoping she hears wherever she goes. On this midnight river, I'm drifting slow, searching my heart for the man I know. Every wave a whisper, every stone a sign, guiding my soul on this silver line. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just this stream whispering my name. Dark may fall, but stars still shine, and this river runs through my spine. At dawn the mist will start to clear, sunlight painting the bank so near. I'll cast a stone, watch the circles grow, take one last breath before I go. Someday soon I'll find her face, we'll follow this river back to that place. Until then I walk where the waters shine, with a midnight river as my only guide. On this midnight river, I'm drifting slow, searching my heart for the man I know. Every Boots full of dust, medals in a box, years of sand and endless clocks. Now the bus rolls slow through fields of green, hometown skyline, the sweetest scene. Church bell echoes from a distant hill, old barns leaning, time stands still. Hand on the window, heart beats fast. I'm finally coming home at last. I'm coming home on a country road, laying down this heavy load. Every mile of prayer I've said, every field of tear I've shed. Pulled into town where the main street bends, saw my old dog and a few old friends. Mama's porch light shining bright, waiting for her boy tonight. Years of battle, nights so cold, stories untold, hearts grown old. But here the sky feels warm and wide, here I can finally breathe inside. I'm coming home on a country road, laying down this heavy load. Every mile of prayer I've said, every field of tear I've shed. I've seen shadows, I've seen pain, lost some brothers in the rain. But on this road under evening sun, I feel my healing just begun. Step off the bus with my boots on the ground, breathing in the scent of my hometown. Mama's arms open, tears run free. This is where I'm meant to be. I don't need medals, I don't need fame, just my family calling my name. Under this sky I'll build again, sing my song with old friends. I'm coming home on a country road, laying down this heavy load. Every mile of prayer I've said, every field of tear I've shed. I'm coming home on a country road, laying down this heavy load. Every mile of prayer I've said, every field of tear I've shed. Neon light on a weathered wall, screen door creaks when the night birds call. Bottles clink and the jukebox plays songs of love and the good old days. The river hums just a stone's throw wide, moon's reflection dancing on the tide. Boots on the floor keep time in line, the fiddles cry and the steel sweet shine. Down at the riverfront bar we meet, laughter and stories on a worn-out seat. Every glass of memory, every chord a sign that the river runs through these hearts of mine. Joe pours whiskey, Mary pours beer. Folks from the mill all gather here. Farmhands tired, truckers worn, the band plays strong till the early morn. Couples dancing on a dusty floor, hopes and heartbreaks through the open door. Voices rise like the current flow, telling the tales only rivers know. Down at the riverfront Someday soon I may drift away, chase the horizon, find a new day. But when I'm gone and the night feels far, you'll still hear my song in this old bar. The river flows and the years roll on, but the laughter here will linger strong. Every pine and every star leads me back to the riverfront bar. Down at the riverfront bar we meet, laughter and stories on a worn-out seat. Every glass of memory, every chord a sign that the river runs through these hearts of mine. Down at the riverfront bar we meet, laughter and stories on a worn-out seat. Every glass of memory, every chord a sign that the river runs through these hearts of mine.
Night rolls in across the open plain. Horses tied, their heads hang tame. Firelight flickers on a circle of men. Boots dusty, hearts wild again. Coffee on the pot, beans on the flame. Every rider here knows my name. Crickets sing in a lonesome key while we strum our chords in harmony. Round the campfire, under the stars we play stories of the trail at the end of the day. Every spark of memory, every note a sign that the wild still lives in these hearts of mine. We've crossed rivers and we've crossed snow, driven long herds where the coyotes go. Saddles creak and the night wind moans, carving our names into dust and stones. Someone starts a tune of a long lost love, another looks silent at the sky above. We sing soft ballads, our voices blend in the glow of fire with no clear end. Round the campfire, under the stars we play stories of the trail at the end of the day. Every spark of memory, every note a sign that the wild still lives in these hearts of mine. We don't need riches, we don't need fame, just the fire whisper in our name. Moon may fade and dawn may break, but the song we sing no sun can take. Someday soon this herd will rest, and we'll ride on to the distant west. But tonight our boots are by this fire, our hands on strings, our hearts in choir. Stars above, the earth below, old trails calling where we still must go. But for this moment, we're free from scars, around the campfire, under the stars. Round the campfire, under the stars, we play stories of the trail at the end of the day. Every spark of memory, every note a sign that the wild still lives in these hearts of mine. Round the campfire, under the stars, we play stories of the trail at the end of the day. Every spark of memory, every note a sign that the wild still lives in these hearts of mine. Tin roof rattles, windows crack, dust in the sunlight tracks out back. This old warehouse held our sweat and dreams, now just echoes and broken beams. I walk these halls with a flashlight beam, remembering laughter and a teenage scheme. Time moved on, left these walls behind, but here's where I shape my restless mind. At the old warehouse on the edge of town, I hear the ghosts when the sun goes down. Every board a story, every nail a sign of the work and the songs that once were mine. We clock in at dawn, radio on, coffee and biscuits till the day was gone. Forklifts humming, boots on the floor, dreaming of Friday of open doors. Now weeds grow where the trucks lined up, rain drips slow into a paper cup, but in my heart it's alive and loud, the smell of oil and a working crowd. At the old warehouse on the edge of town, I hear the ghosts when the sun goes down. Every board a story, every nail a sign of the work and the songs that once were mine. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just these walls whispering my name. Rust may spread, the paint may fade, but here's where my backbone was made. Someday soon they'll tear it down, build them all on the edge of town. I'll take one brick, keep it on my shelf, a piece of the place where I found myself. And when I tell my children true about hard work and a life we knew, I'll say the songs we sang still sound in an old warehouse on the edge of town. At the old warehouse on the edge of town, I hear the ghosts when the sun goes down. Every part a story, every nail a sign of the work and the songs that once were mine. At the old warehouse on the edge of town, I hear the ghosts when the sun goes down. Every board a story, every nail a sign of the work and the songs that once were mine.
Main Street's quiet when the sun goes down. Shop signs dim in a one-light town. I set my case by the corner store. Pick these strings like I've done before. Nickels, dimes in an open hat. A smile from a stranger, a dog sits flat. Every chord a story, every line a prayer to anyone who'll stop and care. Singing sidewalk songs in a small town night, chasing dreams under faded light. Every echo a memory, every face a sign that these songs still carry what's mine. Some nights rain, some nights clear, some nights laughter, some nights tears. Old man drops a dollar and hums along. Teenage couples sway to my song. I sing of highways of love and loss, of silver moons and railroad cross. Though the crowd may thin, the street feels wide, and my heart keeps time with the tide. Singing sidewalk songs in a small town night, chasing dreams under faded light. Every echo a memory, every face a sign that these songs still carry what's mine. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just a melody whispering my name. Somewhere a heart will catch this tune under a sun or a paper moon. Someday soon I'll leave this block, jump a train with a ticking clock. But even then, when I'm far away, these sidewalk songs will find their way. street that faces the rain. The smell of bread from the bakery lane. And when I stand on a bigger stage, this little town will turn the page. Singing sidewalk songs in a small town night, chasing dreams under faded light. Every echo a memory, every face a sign that these songs still carry what's mine. Singing sidewalk songs in a small town night, chasing dreams under faded light. Every echo a memory, every face a sign that these songs still carry what's mine. Dust on my boots from 1,000 roads, stories etched in lines and loads. I left this town when I was 21, chase a horizon, chasing the sun. Now I roll back where the river bends, old barns leaning, fences in. Every house a memory, every face a sign that my roots still tangle with this heart of mine. Back to my old town, back where I belong, where the porch lights glow and the nights are long. Every mile behind me, every dream I've known leads me back to this place I've always called home. Mama's porch smells of pine. Grandpa's clock still keeps old time. I hear the church bell Sunday morn. I see the field where my boots were worn. Friends grown older, but smiles the same. They call me out by my childhood name. Though I've wandered, lost and found, these streets still carry my sound. Back to my old town, back where I belong, where the porch lights glow and the nights are long. Every mile behind me, every dream I've known leads me back to this place I've always called home. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just this land whispering my name. Seasons may turn and roads may roam, but the trail keeps pointing me home. I'll hang my hat on the old front door, sit on the swing, boots boots on the floor. Tell my children how far I've roamed, and how these fields pulled me back home. Someday soon, when my riding's done, I'll rest where it all begun, under the stars and the county sky, where my roots and my heart still lie. Back to my old town, back where I belong, where the porch lights glow and the nights are long. Every mile behind me, every dream I've known leads me back to this place I've always called home. Back to my old town, back where I belong, where the porch lights glow and the nights are long. Every mile behind me, every dream I've known leads me back to this place I've always called home. Raised on a boat where the gulls all cry, salt in my veins, open blue sky. Cast my nets before the dawn, dreaming of fields I've never walked upon. Father's hands rough, his eyes like sea. He says, son, the ocean's our destiny. But I lie awake when the tide rolls out, hearing the plains call quiet but loud. I'm a fisherman's son who longs for the land, for the dust of my boots, for the earth in my hands. Every wave a memory, every breeze a sign that one day I'll cross that shoreline. I've mended nets and I've hauled in storms, known the cold where the water forms. But in my heart a different tune, cornfields glowing under a harvest moon. Mama's prayer on the harbor wall, she sees my gaze drifting past it all. She whispers, go if you need to roam, just remember the sea is also home. I'm a fisherman's son who longs for the land, for the dust in my boots, for the earth in my hands. Every wave a memory, every breeze a sign that one day I'll cross that shoreline. I don't need riches, I don't need gold, just a horizon my arms can hold. Whether it's sea or whether it's ground, I'm chasing the place where my heart is found. One day soon I'll step on that train, watch the ocean fade, watch the hills regain. Feel the soil under my feet so free, yet carry the ocean inside of me. And when I'm old, I'll tell my own son of the sea and the land and the road I've run. He'll know you can love two worlds at once, a fisherman's heart and a farmer's son. I'm a fisherman's son who longs for the land, for the dust on my boots, for the earth in my hands, every wave a memory, every breeze a sign, that one day I'll cross that shoreline. I'm a fisherman's son who longs for the land, for the dust on my boots, for the earth in my hands, every wave a memory, every breeze a sign, that one day I'll cross that shoreline. Boots on concrete, hat tip low, neon rivers where the cowboys don't go, skyscraper canyons, cars like hers. City's a song without country words. I left the plains for a chance at gold, traded my saddle for streets so cold. But under my jacket my heart still beats to the rhythm of hooves on dusty streets. I'm a cowboy in the city lights, a shadow of stars on sleepless nights, every horn a whistle, every street a track, but my soul rides the range, it ain't turning back. Barroom jukebox plays a western tune, I close my eyes and I'm under the moon. The bartender laughs, says, "Where are you from?" I point to the sky and say where I belong. City folks rush, they don't look or see the quiet horizon that lives in me. But I tip my hat, keep walking on. In these steel canyons my spirit's strong. I'm a cowboy in the city lights, a shadow of stars on sleepless nights, every horn a whistle, every street a track, but my soul rides the range, it ain't turning back. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just the sound of the rails whispering my name. Neon may glow, the nights may be long, but inside I'm still humming a prairie song. Someday soon I'll buy a ticket west, leave these towers for the land I love best, watch the sunset on an open plain, feel the wind call my name again. Till that day I'll wear these boots, carry the prairies in city roots, a cowboy's heart in a concrete town, all dull, paint worn thin. Miles of stories carved in my skin. Highway stretches under sunburned sky. Wheels keep rolling though the years go by. Leather jacket patches sewn, every town a name I've known. Now I head back where the cotton grows, down southern lanes where the warm wind blows. I'm an old rider on the southern highway, chasing memories like ghosts of my days. Every mile a song, every town a friend, riding through the past until the end. Gas station coffee, diner pies, neon signs flicker, steel guitar sighs. I've seen the storms, I've felt the rain, but the open road keeps me sane. Home is waiting where the porch light glow. Children grown, but they'll still know Daddy's coming with a heart still wild. An old road dog, but still their child. I'm an old rider on the southern highway, chasing memories like ghosts of my days. Every mile a song, every town a friend, riding through the past until the end. I don't need riches, I don't need gold, just the feel of these handlebars to hold. Wind in my hair, sun on my face, I found my heaven in the wide open space. Now the road bends where the bayou starts. I smell magnolia, it warms my heart. The engine slows as the city lights shine. I've made it home across that line. I parked the bike, my boots hit ground. Family waiting with that old sweet sound. Under the stars in the southern sky, I'll rest my wheels and say goodbye. I'm an old rider on the southern highway, chasing memories like ghosts of my days. Every mile a song, every town a friend, riding through the past until the end. I'm an old rider on the southern highway, chasing memories like ghosts of my days. Every mile a song, every town a friend, riding through the past until the end. Neon sign flickers on an old brick wall. Door swings open to the jukebox call. Boots hit the floor, smell of beer and pine. A quiet refuge from the working line. Barkeep nods with a knowing smile, plays the same song that's been here a while. Locals gather at the worn out stools, sharing their stories, bending the rules. In a neon bar in a small town night, we drink our troubles under dim soft light. Every laugh another scar we heal, every song a memory we feel. There's a trucker telling tales of rain, a girl with a notebook writing her pain. Old man strums on a guitar case, plays 3 chords with a weather grace. The clock ticks slow but nobody minds. Time stands still in the glow of signs. Outside the street is cold and bare, inside we're warm with stories to share. In a neon bar in a small town night, we drink our troubles under dim soft light. Every laugh another scar we heal, every song a memory we feel. I've chased highways, I've chased dreams, but here is where the comfort leans. A bar stool friend, a simple tune, a place to hide from the rising moon. Midnight closes, the jukebox dies. We say goodnight with tired eyes. Step back out to the cool street air, carry this moment everywhere. I don't need riches, I don't need fame. This neon glow knows my name. In a small town bar I find my song, a place where strangers all belong. In a neon bar in a small town night, we drink our troubles under dim soft light. Every laugh another scar we heal, every song a memory we feel. In a neon bar in a small town night, we drink our troubles under dim soft light. Every laugh another scar we heal, every song a memory we feel. He sits on the porch with a coffee cup, boots on the rail, sun coming up. Little boy climbs on his knee, says, "Grandpa, tell another story for me." The old man smiles, tips his hat down, wrinkles like rivers on a weathered town. He clears his throat, his voice turns low. Long time ago on the range I'd go. Grandpa's cowboy tales under morning sky, stories of Bronx and the days gone by. Every word he wrote, every pause a brand, teaching the ways of a cowboy's land. the dust and rain, sleeping under stars, mending pain, of friends long gone, of songs they'd sing, of a wild young heart and a wedding ring. The boy listens wide-eyed, hat in hand, dreaming of horses and open land. The old man laughs, it was hard and true, but son, the land takes care of you. Grandpa's cowboy tales under morning sky, stories of Bronx and the days gone by. Every word a wrote, every pause a brand, teaching the ways of a cowboy's land. He says, I don't need riches, I don't need fame. The best I have is my family's name. Keep your heart honest, keep your hands true. That's the cowboy code I give to you. Sun climbs higher, story slow, in through the porch rail soft and low. The boy leans in and hugs him tight. Grandpa, your tales make my dreams take flight. The old man smiles, looks to the plain, sees his youth in the boy again. He tips his hat and softly sings a cowboy lullaby on morning wings. Grandpa's cowboy tales under morning sky, stories of Bronx and the days gone by. Every word he wrote, every pause a brand, teaching the ways of a cowboy's land. Grandpa's cowboy tales under morning sky, stories of Bronx and the days gone by. Every word he wrote, every pause a brand, teaching the ways of a cowboy's land. Boots hit dirt as the gates swing wide, hat pull low, fire in her stride. Bronco bucks in a storm of sand, she holds a rope with a steady hand. Crowds all cheer in the evening glow, she's the wild heart of the rodeo. Every toss, every turn, every rugged mile, she meets the storm with a fearless smile. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every ride a battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will's divine. Long days working on the ranch out west, scars on her arms, but she calls them bliss. She's heard the doubt, she's felt the sting, but she rides on proud like a prairie king. Dust in her lungs, sun on her skin, she tips her hat, lets the music in. For every rope and every brand, she's carved her story in this land. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every ride a battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will's divine. She don't need riches, she don't need fame, just the dust and the crowd calling her name. The night may fade, the lights may dim, but her soul rides on, wild and trim. When the arena arena clears and the moon rides high, she sits alone under western sky. Behind the strength there's a gentle tone, a heart that longs for a place called home. But tomorrow night when the gate swings free, she'll chase that storm with her destiny. And every song the fiddles play will carry her spirit away. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every rite of battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will's divine. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every rite of battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will's divine. Heat waves rising from a two-lane road, sunburned hat and a heavy load. Nothing but cactus, sky and stone, out on the highway where I'm alone. Boot prints fading where the dust blows high, buzzards circle in the open sky. Every mile a prayer, every sign a clue, leading me back to the life I knew. On this desert highway under burning sun, I'm chasing shadows, I'm on the run. Every breath is sand, every thought a flame, but the road keeps whispering my name. Left the town with a broken dream, left behind the neon and the silver stream. Took my guitar, a bag of clothes, now I follow where the hot wind blows. I see a mirage, hear an old tune, smell the rain though it won't come soon. I sing my song to the sky so wide, praying for a river on the other side. On this desert highway under burning sun, I'm chasing shadows, I'm on the run. Every breath is sand, every thought a flame, but the road keeps whispering my name. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just this wind whispering my name. Night may fall and stars may glow, but my heart beats steady as I go. Dust the sky turns copper red, coyotes singing as the day is dead. I'll pitch my tent where the dry grass sways, count the miles, count the days. Someday soon I'll reach that town, lay my burdens, lay 'em down. But until then, under sun and flame, I'll keep on walking where they call my name. I'm chasing shadows, I'm on the run. Every breath is sin, every thought a flame, but the road keeps whispering my name.
Tail lights fade on an endless road. Letters in my pocket, promises untold. Windshield rain and a diesel hum, counting the miles till I'm back where you're from. You're in a small town working late, I'm on the interstate chasing fate. Every sign a whisper, every line a clue, pulling me closer back to you. On this highway between our hearts I ride, through open plains and city lights wide. Every mile a memory, every song a sign that the road will bring your hand to mine. Radio plays our favorite tune, I hum along under the silver moon. Truck stop, coffee, midnight sky, thinking of your laugh, your last goodbye. We've built our love on cause and aim, on roadside prayers and time to think. Someday soon when the wheels slow down, I'll find your street in that old hometown. On this highway between our hearts I ride, through open plains and city lights wide. Every mile a memory, every song a sign that the road will bring your hand to mine. I don't need riches, I don't need fame, just your voice whispering my name. The dawn may break and miles may fade, but your love's the road that I've always made. Someday soon, no road, no line will stand between your heart and mine. I'll park this truck and hang my keys, build a home beneath our trees. Until that day I drive this run, chasing sunset into dawn's first sun. Every exit brings me near, and your memory steers me clear. On this highway between our hearts I ride, through open plains and city lights wide. Every mile a memory, every song a sign that the road will bring your hand to mine. On this highway Uncle Buck's in a storm of sand. She holds a rope with a steady hand. Crowds all cheer in the evening glow. She's the wild heart of the rodeo. Every toss, every turn, every rugged mile, she meets the storm with a fearless smile. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every ride a battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will divine. Long days working on the ranch out west, scars on her arms, but she calls them blessed. She's heard the doubt, she's felt the sting, but she rides on proud like a prairie king. Dust in her lungs, sun on her skin, she tips her hat, lets the music in. For every rope and every brand, she's carved her story in this land. She's a cowgirl at the rodeo, strong as the wind where the prairies go. Every ride a battle, every fall a sign that her spirit's free and her will divine. She don't need riches, she don't need fame, just the dust and the crowd calling her name. The night may fade, the lights may dim, but her soul rides on, wild and trim. When the arena clears and the moon rides high, she sits alone under western sky. Behind the strength there's a gentle tone, a heart that longs for a place called home. But tomorrow night when the gate swings free, she'll chase that storm with her destiny. And every song the fiddles play